Let's discuss question number 40 from test 1. So let's read the question. What will be the machine time to rough bore, second rough bore and to finish bore a sap cast iron cylinder whose diameter length is given. Feed and the spindle speeds are as follows. Okay, so this is from manufacturing engineering processes. Okay, so basically you want to turn or you want to surface finish a soft cast iron cylinder. Okay, and the feed and the spindle speeds are given. For rough bore it takes 27 rpm. I mean at the 27 rpm you want to do it. The spindle speed is 27 rpm and the feed which is expressed in per revolution of the spindle is 6 mm. And now for second bore it's 48 rpm, 3 mm per revolution, whereas for final finish, so it is like you're doing 3 rounds of turning on the board. Okay, and you want the total time, so you're doing 3 rounds of turning. So you have a bore, okay, I assume that is cylindrical, and you have spindle speed which is spindle. This, when you're turning it, this will be on the spindle, your job will be on the spindle, and you'll be providing feed to your turning or the cutting tool. Okay, so this will be on the spindle and this will be providing feed. Now feed is something which will cover your entire length of the spindle or length of your bore. Yeah, so this is your length of the bore, which is L, and this is your feed. Okay, so when you're doing first round of rough bore, so feed is basically how much distance it has covered, how much part of the length of the bore has been covered per revolution. So feed is the distance traveled by your cutting tool per revolution of spindle. Okay, so feed into revolutions per minute will give you the total distance covered per minute. So feed into speed into time is in minutes. This will give you the total distance covered, right? And that will be in, if you are doing a one complete round, and this is time for one complete round, this will be length of the bore. So time basically T is L by Fn. So length of the bore by feed by revolution. Okay, so length of the bore is 250 mm. Feed, okay, this is for first. Okay, let me write on general formula here and then we'll apply. For first round, that is rough bore, time taken is, length is constant by Fn, feeds and spindle speeds are different. So feed length of the bore is 250, feed for the first case it's 6 mm per revolution, and how many revolutions? 27 revolutions per minute. So this would directly give me in minutes the time taken for first round, that is rough bore. Now you have second rough bore, I'm just writing SRP. The time taken is L by Fn, same 250 into feed is 3 and into 48. So this will give 1.736 if I have to use a calculator. And for final finishing or finishing the bore, the feed is less generally. So 250 given feed is 1 into speed is 48, so this will give rise to 5.208 minutes. So total machining time will be, adding these three, and what I get is 8.487 minutes, or roughly 8.5 minutes. So the answer is 8.5 minutes. The option is D. Thank you.